working slowly but surely towards becoming Cosmic. And if we reach Cosmic today, there's going to be 1000 Platinum to be given away in addition to the Primal Pack, in addition to the winnings prize pool at the end of the stream. So stay tuned, make sure you keep being active in the chat. It will be very worthwhile. I don't have a spider deck that is built right now, but we could do something nice at the end of the stream if you want to do battles. So Gummer here playing McBombus. It has been a while since I played against McBombus. Have fun. Hey, thanks for the follow. 1,000 appreciated. Welcome to the team. Alright, have fun here. Here we go. Setuping streams and the notes. Ebony Pound, regular Bolt, Vampire Kiss. That's perfect with a device. We're setting out to have an extremely good third turn. So we're definitely keeping that. We are on the draw here. And the big thing here will be to know which taste of McBombus will be able to work here. The delay on the stream should be the normal stream delay. So him playing us here first means that this is likely the Prophecy burn deck. It's going to be an interesting matchup for sure. Let's go with a Brutalizer. That's nice. We're going to go with a Ruby first. Here. And the Crushers Rubble will provide us with a blood threshold. I believe we don't need another ruby for a while. We only have the burning tendrils with 2 ruby thresholds in the deck. Well, that is a big turn. I think that next we're just using Bolt on the Skarn. We can't really let this one live. Sadly, it does slow us down, so where do we go with that? Now we have 2 lines, right? We could a Bunny Pound, deal 1, and if we get a shard next turn, we could either go with a big Arena Regular turn or a big Whirling Brutalizer turn. It might be okay to play the Ebony Shard, the Ebony Pound here. That leads to 2 very, very great turns. And if we can do these great turns, we can always we have enough we have cards to answer this card on the next turn if there's need to be. I don't think he's playing the Arcane Zephyr main deck, or if he plays them, he doesn't have a lot of them. So yes, we're going to take some damage next turn, but if we just keep answering his board, we're not going to. We're going to give him an opportunity to draw some more cards, and if we go for a card draw next turn, that would be perfect. But more card draw, so we're definitely in a territory where we want to kill the Skarn very quickly. But if he attacks with both, with all his troops there, that might be a Brutalizer turn. 14. How do we play this? We don't have a shard. Now I believe that we have to kill the Skarn here. That represents too much damage on the next turn. And hit them for 1. Us being stuck on 2 resources here is very, very bad. Very bad for us, but we'll see. There are still lines where we might win this, but they're becoming very, very slim. A third Arcane Focus for the game here. And a Gobbler next. Alright. We're in a very tough position. That Ruby Shard might be a little bit too late. Sadly here we need to keep resources open to answer the Gobbler. which will attack for 4, 5, 6 damage next turn, plus anything that he plays. Brings us very close to death. However, if we play the Blood Shard and go for the Brutalizer turn, or we activate, play the regular, play a shard, play a device, activate a Bunny Pound, that is 6 damage this turn, and we have a regular in play. That might be it. If we play the Brutalizer here, we're doing 2 plus 3 plus 3, that's 8 damage. And next turn we could go with a double regular kind of shenanigans and have the Brutalizer. I think having the Brutalizer in play for the next turn is our best option. Do we keep it? Huh. We might just go with the regular play and have him as a blocker if needs be. I think this is the best line. Regular. Use a shard. Play the ruby. 2 damage there. 2 damage there. And there is a world where we might just be able to do 14 damage next turn. It's going to be hard. Brutalizer is 6 in itself, plus a shard is 2, 8, 10. If we get a burn, I don't think there's a world where we do 14 next turn. But him going with going for the regular now is very, very significant. All right, that works really well for us, and we've got a burn, so we could just play a regular. And we could activate champion power, go for 2 to the face, and then 4 and gain 4 life. That's 6 damage to him this turn. And we gain 4 back, we're at 11. And his Gobbler does 4, 5, 6. The other line here would be to go with a Brutalizer, but he might be holding a burn. I like the Infusion Device turn here. Are there any other lines? We could go for the Brutalizer, but if he gets killed, that's really bad. I think we go with that. 2 and then 4 is down to 8, and we can most definitely engineer turn next turn where we can do 8 damage to him. There's a definite possibility here for that. Definite possibility here for that. Alright, so that works. Burn to the face before the end of the turn. We're at 9. His Gobbler does 4, 5, 6. He needs 3 more to kill us. If he has a Crackling Bolt, we're dead. No, we're not. He needs a Shard plus a Crackling Bolt, and the last 2 turns he didn't play a Shard, so it is unlikely that he draws. He might be sitting on 1 Crackling Bolt, but we would have died a turn earlier, I think, if he would have had one. So that's going to be an interesting turn for him, but if he doesn't kill us, no blockers again. Alright. Does have 1 blocker, but he's tapped out. If we get a shard, do we kill him? Another pound. How do we do this? Could pound for 1. Attack with the Brutalizer for 2 brings him down to 5. That's not enough. We could regular, use the pound, burn the elder. We could play the pound, burn the elder for 2 damage to his face. And that, if we draw any shard next turn, that would be lethal. But it's 1 more damage, so do we want the Ebony Pound on the board next turn? I think that's better than having the regular. There's less ways for him to interact with our play, and every regular, if he has any, you know, if he has Transmogrifate, that's a target for him to use a Transmogrifate. Then he can play as Gobbler after that. So I don't like having a troop on the board, so I think we're just going to burn this guy and play the pound. And right now there's no way, you know, we could have tried to gain some health by killing only the Elder, gaining 2 back. But if he didn't have a kill with the Gobbler last turn, he certainly doesn't have one now. He needs to draw a card. And if he draws a card, an action that targets us, it would have been prophesied by the Elder and we would die anyway. So, just a Gobbler. 4, 5, 6. That is not enough to kill us. Combat training is enough. So, yeah, he did draw what he needed. So if we would have used the Vampire Kiss there, we would have had another turn and we could have won the game. So loss, but misplayed. Last turn should have used Kiss. Alright, so we won the Cleaves. We won the Outlaw, I like it. The Priestess are not that great. Anything that is quick is perfectly good. But now we're at 62. What do we remove? The burns are essential. I guess the Duelists are not the best. So Outlaw with speed and damage I like. And maybe we might have just won the game if we would have played the Kiss on the last turn. So that loss is on us. So this is a lessons learned. Yeah, we definitely have. Well, we had a good shot at winning that last round. So just go with that. And now, do we want to siding anything else? I like the Cleaves, the Kiss for more health, the Outlaw for the burst damage at the end, and we still have 2 Duelists here. That's not too bad. And we've got the maximum number of quick action answers for Gobblers that we can bring. So. Yeah, but not getting a shard here. If we would have gotten a shard in any of our later draws, we would have been in a very good position to win this. So let's see, go first here. Is this good enough? Is this end good enough? Alright, so 2 burns and a Vampire Kiss and a Crackling Bolt. I think we're keeping this. We can answer a lot of his very bothersome plays here. And it's not an explosive turn, so it's not a a very proactive game plan, but we'll get punished if you just play nothing into Lanipal's site. But him playing a Skarn first is does reward us for keeping that end, so and another bolt, so let's do this. We're certainly using bolt here. It's a pain that it's not going to the face, but then again, this was a very important threat to deal with. And we've got a lot of shards, so as soon as we get a blood threshold, we'll be able to activate our champion power a bunch, and hopefully this will mean a okay, so I'm going with the pound here, and we've got burn open, so any gobbler play next we can easily answer. If he plays, oh, this is not going to be a gobbler play, but it's not a Lanipal side play, which is perfect. Alright, so vampire kicks next. Do we go for the face here? I don't think so. Just going to be patient for now. We really want to get that blood threshold as soon as possible. That's going to be key here. He only has one troop in the board, so it's going to the face. Alright, so that's definitely a gobbler. Is it? He only played a burn to have a Bumblebot in play. Huh. Interesting. I guess it's 1 damage per turn, and our burning pound is 1 damage per turn, so not too we're definitely behind on the board, but now side it might just be running into a verdict or a counter magic, but we don't, that's okay. So we're going 2 damage a turn now, which is decent. He's drawn a lot of shards. We really want our blood threshold, so we're going to wait 1 more turn, and the next turn we might just burn this guy here. Another bolt. Say 1, 2, and 3 to the face. $13 and keep burn open. All right. So we're definitely in the race here. We've got a lot of damage already, and combat training. I think I'd rather remove the combat training chain and have a burn for the gobbler next. Alright, so 3, but we do have what we need to kill the gobbler on the swing back, so it's not too bad for us. And we do get a blood threshold, that's perfect. Alright, so now we can ramp up. Ramp up big time. Alright, so here we go. 2 to the face, then 2 to the face. And he has a gobbler, but if we go with bolt to the face for 4, he's down to 5 next turn. It's next turn is champion power activation, and then we kill him. So I really feel that this turn we could go with Vampire Kiss to the face to gain some health back. And but I do like the bolt to the face. Keep burn open for his gobbler. And keep him at 5, and we have enough to kill him next turn with the double pound activation and a vampire kiss turn. So, yep. Burn to the face, that's okay. Bumblebot, that's okay. Gobbler, and then burn a gobbler before the attack, so that if he can protect it, he would have 1 less attack. If he had something, but it's really unlikely to matter. But just, you know, burning the gobbler before he attacks, since he has rage, is perfect. He might be sitting on a counter magic though, or a verdict. Let's see, activate champion power. Pound. Pound. And then kiss. Alright, so we win on a game 2 on the play, so we will be on the draw for the last one. It's going to be an interesting one. Do we want to change something on the draw? Cleaves on the draw. We don't have any more quick action interaction with him, so I think that's okay. I think that was fine here. Let's see. Bold kiss with 2 duelists, I guess that works. Yeah, we didn't see any explosive turns from him as well, so definitely it's going to be in a tight spot, but that's okay. Wow, Ebony Pawn into Brutalizer with a Blood Infusion device. That is a keep for sure. Now we're on the draw though. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. Him opening with the Sapphire Shard into an Arcane Focus is pretty nice though. Alright, let's see. Another Bunny Pound, and we've got a Crackling Vortex next, so we're going for the Ruby here on the first turn. Second turn is going to be a Pound, and depending on what happens, the third turn might be a Brutalizer attack for a ton of damage. That would represent 8 damage if there's no blocker on the board. A second Sapphire Threshold on turn 2 is very good. It might be a verdict for the Ebony Pound though, but I'm willing to test it. We've got another one anyway in hand, so I'm going to test this for sure. Yeah, this is the verdict. Is this? No! Alright. So ideally next turn he plays something or doesn't have a Ruby Threshold. So this is where the deck becomes very punishing if he keeps a risky hand or a slow hand. That would be very hard on him. Best case scenario, we just plays a resource and play Lanipal Sight. No Ruby Threshold is very good for us, but we might be walking Brutalizer into a counter magic. So in this position, with him not having a Ruby Shard, I'm tempted to just play the other Ebony Pound here and the Blood Infusion device. Let's see. Let's run the other Pound, see if he wants to activate here. No? Okay, so activating Champion Power, Pound, Pound, and then a Blood device, and then pass a turn. Alright. Alright, so Ripple on the Infusion device, that's interesting. That does represent a lot of damage, but I feel that maybe a Pound would have been better. Plays a Ruby Threshold, so now might just empty his hand. Skarn, play something else. Play something else, please. Nothing! Looks like a counter magic to me. Alright, Crush Rage Rubble. If we play it for Rage 1, he'll know that we have a Brutalizer, so I'm just going to play the Vortex for now. Activate Champion Power. Go with 4 damage to the face. And we try to Blood Infusion device again. No counter. Do we go with Bolt here or just Bolt to the face? We've got a lot of damage on the board right there. Bolt to the face might just be Too much for him to handle. It brings him down to 9, and we've got 8 damage with the blood device and the 2 pounds in play already. Next turn we can also add a burn, so we do have the kill next turn, but he might just counter magic the burn in our hand, but it is very unlikely to kill us in a quick enough fashion here. And we do have the brutalizer option, it's still there. Still there, and he has no resources open for his next turn, so we're going for the brutalizer, and this might just be a win. Might just be a nice win for us. That would bring us to, I believe this win would bring us to a cosmic rank 1, a platinum rank 1. So here we're going for the rage one on the brutalizer. And the activation of the champion power, and the pound, and the pound, and the brutalizer, and then the attack for the win! Yes! Yes! And we're down to 15 viewers, so let's just wait a bit for a draft pack giveaway, but that does mean that our winnings pool for the stream is going up to 400 platinum on top of all the other prizes and the Primal Pack giveaway at the end. So stay tuned. So this is the fifth match of the morning, and we're already constructed. Do we get rank 1? Oh, we don't get rank 1. We need another one. All right. So. Well, thank you, sir.